Magazine news and gossip. The untold story of Yaman behind the headlines. What do we really know about Yaman? Is he the charming, international heartthrob we see on our screens? Or is there more to the story that's not being told? Have you ever wondered why he sometimes seems so distant, or why he doesn't always engage with the media the way we expect him to? Could it be that there's something much deeper going on behind the scenes, something far from the gossip we hear every day? Get ready for a deeper dive into the life of Yaman, the man, the myth, and the star whose fame has taken him both to great heights and, at times, to unexpected lows. Let's start with the image many have of him, the glamorous, aloof actor who may seem like he's looking down at the world from his pedestal. But how accurate is that perception? Have we been misled by rumors and assumptions? Is Yaman the self-absorbed celebrity some claim him to be, or is there more to his story? More than the headlines have allowed us to see? A glimpse behind the fame. Let's rewind a bit and look at the events that have shaped Yaman's journey in the public eye. When I first heard about him, I was quick to form an opinion. At first glance, he came across as a bit too aloof, perhaps even distant. He went abroad, distanced himself from local media, and suddenly, it seemed like he wasn't willing to engage in the way he once did. The interviews stopped, the public interactions became rare, and whispers started to swirl about his supposed attitude, an attitude that many interpreted as too good for us. The rumors grew, and before long, Yaman's image as a star who had forgotten his roots seemed to take hold. But what if I told you that this perception was all wrong? What if the real story behind his decision to pull back from the public eye had nothing to do with arrogance or disdain? Enter Yaman's manager for the last 11 years. A conversation with him revealed some shocking truths. Isn't just an agent. He's someone who has seen a different side of Yaman, a side of deep loyalty, compassion, and hard work. He shared stories that painted a very different picture of the actor we think we know. The truth? Yaman has worked tirelessly to get where he is, and his rise to fame didn't come without sacrifice. A path from law to stardom. Recounted how, 11 years ago, he first met a young man with dreams of becoming a lawyer, Yaman, who had just graduated from law school and was ready to embark on a career in law. But fate had other plans. Saw something in him, something that many others hadn't. "You're too handsome not to be on TV," he told Yaman. And that's how the actor's journey in the entertainment industry began, with mentoring him and guiding him through the early days of his acting career. But Ken didn't just become an actor. He also worked as an acting coach for other aspiring talents. Ken's compassion extended beyond his own success. According to he helped countless other actors get their start, all the while staying humble and dedicated to his craft. He didn't just want to be famous, he wanted to help others along the way. A star who knows the meaning of loyalty. Yaman isn't just a star, he's a man who truly values loyalty. His manager revealed that Ken had been instrumental in helping him care for his sick mother, an emotional story that truly opened my eyes to the kind of person Ken is behind the camera. Not only did he support his manager through difficult times, but he also gave him the means to purchase a house, thanks to the financial stability his success provided. Ken didn't just make money for himself, he shared his success with the people he cared about. But what truly struck me was hearing about his relationship with his fans, his followers, and even his fellow actors. Despite becoming an international sensation with millions of fans across the globe, Yaman remained grounded, dedicated to his roots, and invested in the people who supported him. The real reason for his distance. So, what about the apparent distance? The aloofness that some fans criticize him for? Well, according to there's a reason for this shift. Yaman's increased involvement with global brands and international projects meant that his contracts sometimes prevented him from speaking with the media in the way we're used to. These weren't just standard celebrity PR protocols. These were part of legal agreements that ensured his image and reputation were carefully managed. In fact, he wasn't allowed to give interviews to local media, especially when major international brands were involved. These contracts explicitly stated that certain actions, like media interactions, had to be carefully controlled. It wasn't about snubbing his fans or being disrespectful. It was about a strategic choice made for the sake of his career, a career that had become much bigger than what most of us could imagine. It's a decision that many stars face when their fame reaches international levels, but it's also a decision that can come with a lot of misunderstandings from the public. The real Yaman, a man with a heart of gold. Let's take a moment to look at Ken's personal life, which is often misunderstood by fans and media alike. While Ken's relationships and romantic life have always been the subject of intense media scrutiny, there's one thing that stands out: his sincerity. Despite what we see on TV, Ken is not interested in playing games with the media. When he does open up, he does so in his own time and on his own terms. And that's not a reflection of his arrogance. It's a reflection of his deep understanding of the pressures of fame. Bey revealed that Ken had been in serious relationships in the past, even making plans to get married at one point. Yet, things didn't work out, and he's now keeping his love life private. The truth is, celebrity relationships are often complicated, especially when you live under the constant gaze of the public eye. Yaman is no exception to this rule. And yet, despite all the rumors, despite all the media speculation, Ken has remained true to himself. He's not trying to be a perfect image of what the public wants him to be. Instead, he's carving out his own path, focusing on his work and his personal life without letting outside expectations define him. A glimpse of the future. Yaman's upcoming projects. The future for Yaman looks as bright as ever. He's set to appear in several high-profile projects that promise to elevate his career to new heights. One of the most exciting upcoming releases is El Turco, a project produced by Yaman, set to premiere on March 21st. It's a project that fans have been eagerly awaiting, and it's one that shows Ken's versatility as an actor. In addition, he has another major role lined up in Erken, a historical action series that will air later this year. The buzz surrounding the series has been building for months, and it promises to showcase Yaman in a completely new light. Ken's international fame continues to grow, and it's clear that he's ready for even bigger things. The true measure of a star. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Yaman is more than just a pretty face on a screen. He's a hardworking, loyal, and deeply compassionate person who has worked tirelessly to build his career. The rumors and media criticisms that swirl around him often fail to capture the true essence of who he is, a man who has stayed true to his roots and never forgotten where he came from. As fans, we need to be more understanding of the pressures that come with fame and the complexities that surround it. Yaman, like all celebrities, is simply trying to live his life while balancing his personal desires with the expectations placed upon him by the public. It's not always easy, and it's certainly not always pretty. But one thing is clear: Yaman's journey is far from over, and there's so much more to come. So the next time you see a headline about him, ask yourself, is this the full story, or is there more to the picture than what meets the eye? Because in the world of Yaman, there's always more than meets the eye.